looking for Boris.
What is happening here at Unity Health Toronto on October 18th and 19th?
You start, Boris.
I'll start. What's going to happen is we will have a symposium of world-class speakers. It's a 1.5 day symposium. We'll invite 9 speakers which are recognized around the world in their particular area of fibrosis research. So we set it up in a way that because every organ is affected by fibrosis, which in like life maintaining organs leads to death if they fail. So we'll have more or less 1 speaker per organ, and then 1 or 2 speakers per fundamental processes which are common across all these organs. And we hope to draw a crowd from Toronto, the Greater Toronto area, to attend this seminar, because it's kind of bringing 3 or 4 conferences to Toronto in one, so they don't have to go out and go to the respective specific conferences, and that's what we do.
So that's the essence of it. So there will be really fantastic experts of a given area, either organ systems or general biology of certain aspects of fibrosis. And in addition, we pepper this in between with a kind of a local introductory little speeches, which include both the introduction of the speaker and the area, but also a little bit the research that's going on here. So we showcase a little bit of the Keenan Research Center and the good work that's going on in this direction right here.
Probably to add, don't want to extend this too much, but Andras mentioned there's going to be a showcasing of the Institute, and the way we thought would be the ideal to do this. So we ask students who do research in our labs to form a committee and organize a half-day student trainee organized for trainees by trainees, showcasing their work. So there's going to be a poster show of research going on done by the trainees, which means postdocs and PhD students and research associates.
So in fact, in a hidden way, this is a double occasion.
It's a double way.
Yeah, on one hand, a high-profile international symposium, on another hand, kind of a training event for educational purposes.
So why is this Fibrosis Symposium so important?
Well, the Fibrosis Symposium is important because fibrosis is important. That's the #1 thing. So fibrosis kills approximately half or 45% of people in the Western world, which means that this is a major disease entity. It's a common end game, unfortunately, for many different disease processes. Some of them are very common, such as, for example, kidney disease or heart disease, vascular diseases, liver disease. And it hasn't been recognized for a long time that this is basically a common pathology. And it is very important also because this particular institution is engaged with trying to find new therapies, new solutions for chronic disease. And this is the #1 chronic disease, I should mention. It is as deadly, if not more deadly, as cancer. And so, but it's much less, in the limelight, or at least has been. And I think that therefore, this is an amalgamation of a very important topic and a niche, this particular niche in KRC, which is very well equipped to do fibrosis research. We have a number of excellent researchers locally and also a clinical cohort interested in this disease entity. That's why it's a good place to do it.
There's really not much to add here, so it's no, I'm just not adding anything because it can't get better than that.
So, looking ahead, what's your goal for after the symposium wraps up?
Gotcha. So, personal goal for me, well, next thing I'm going to do after the symposium, I'm going to go to a fibrosis conference
Yes.
where 3 of those speakers will also be with another crowd. It's not a goal, that's like next steps. We talked about, because we know we have the unique opportunity to have these experts from different areas of organ systems or mechanical regulation of fibrosis expertise at hand, and what we want to do is we want to synthesize what we learn in the symposium and write up as either an opportunity paper, like an opinion paper, or a short review that would then be published in hopefully in a high-ranked journal. again, rather with the perspective of not what is known about fibrosis, but more with the question, what do we not know about fibrosis and where should the field go? So it's really one hope that we have is that this is not only summarizing existing knowledge, but leads to something new.
Yes, exactly. It's kind of a new perspective sort of paper. We actually asked right at the website the participants to provide their opinion about what they believe is the most pressing, open, unanswered, outstanding question in fibrosis, or questions in fibrosis, and I think there are a number of them, and we hope to persuade our key participants to be authors of such a publication. We'll see how it goes, and we also will build on their own ideas and their own leanings, but that's the overall idea. The other outcome, which we hope, is really a stronger collegial, collaborative relationship. We try to put ourselves on the map as much as possible as a fibrosis-minded institution, and we also have, some of us have very good relationship with these people, but I think that for them to learn about us is also a plus, and perhaps it initiates a dialogue or a trialogue or a quadrilogue or whatever it's going to be.